Good evening, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the views, the subscribes, the shares, the comments, donations, membership, everything. Let's ring the bell. Let's clear out this energy and let's see what the message that Spirit has for us. It's like the thought is there, the want is there, but the drive is not there. So during the pre-shuffle, I just kept hearing that song, "Sitting at the Dock of the Bay" by Otis Redding. And so I had to listen to it because I wasn't sure about the words, but it was like somebody who dreams of this life, but they never really do anything. And so they're just sitting there waiting for life to come in all of a sudden and show up for them when they're not doing anything. And so they're just sitting there wasting time, watching life float away. Goddess of the moon. It's like those, when we have those thoughts that I always wanted to do this. Like you could always imagine yourself doing this or doing that, and you would be so good at it. It is something that it was like it was your dream come true. Someone needs to follow that. It's like their heart and their mind are in the same place. And now is the perfect time. The perfect time. Because if they don't do it now, my nose is itching. Confirmation. If they don't do it now, they may not ever do it. Sometimes you just have to understand when Spirit is giving you downloads and urging you. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Happy family. Maybe somebody's afraid of just that. Sometimes people are afraid of success, but it's like they sit there and they dream about it. They want it. They envision it, and then all of a sudden, here an opportunity presents itself. The door to romance flies open. The doors to romance fly open, and it's the perfect thing. And someone gets scared. They get scared and they act like, well, maybe not, maybe not. Maybe this is the wrong one. Only to find out that this was the perfect one. It's time for somebody to heal. It's time for somebody to be able to get victory, to move forward, to say, this is the perfect one for me. And to stop lying to self, thinking that there was something better, stronger, prettier, faster, taller, more accomplished, richer, or whatever out there. No. Stop lying to self. It's like everything that you wanted is here. What you've prayed for has arrived. All you have to do is ask and thank God for it. Yeah, it's already here. That action, the blossoming abundance, it's already unfolding just as you thought it would. You are already on your way to everything that you had asked God for. This is your time. This is your time. You've waited so patiently for it. And for whatever reason, you're afraid to let go of this past attachment so that you could reach these new heights of what you always asked for, what you always wanted. It's like you ask Michael to come and help you fight your battles, to take over. And Archangel Michael takes over the reins. But then here it is, you still fuck it up. Hey, red violet crystals. They still fuck it up. They still choose the wrong one. Because they refuse to let go of what is not needed, of the negative attachment. They refuse to let go of that ball and that chain. They refuse to let go of that ball and chain, but have the absolute audacity to still want what they know. They're afraid to reach out and take. Who doesn't want this? Somebody, they finally realize it's time for them to come up with a plan, come up with a strategy. And you know what? God is about to open up some doors. God is about to answer some prayers. So get ready. Ask and you shall receive. It's like someone, they can see themselves on this journey. They can see themselves moving forward. It's like envisioning the journey ahead, getting excited for it, welcoming it. It's almost like feeling like, they was always trying to get ahead. Whatever they could do, they was always trying to do to get ahead, and they never could. And just as they didn't expect the something else, an adjacent possibility came from nowhere. So therefore, they were able to have that blossoming abundance, not by the way they thought, but by a whole nother way. Someone is thinking about it. They're really, really studying it. They're really saying, every day is not going to be perfect, but it's going to outweigh, the good will outweigh the bad. What's the message? Yeah. Someone is determined they want this victory. They want this victory. They want to stop lying to themselves. They want to stop running. They want to stop saying, well, there's somebody else that's better out there, because they know there is nobody better. They know who you are. They see you. And they know that you have exactly what it takes. They see who you are. And they respect that, because you also have a strategy, and they know that you are very spiritual, that God smiles upon you specifically. It's something about you and the way that you love, the way that your heart is set up. It's like it tapped into them in a way that they couldn't even imagine. It's like it captivates them. It captures them. It encompasses them. It's like the attention that they want to give to you and what they want to give to you is different than what they've given to anyone else. And someone else around them sees that and they're envious. They're real envious because they see that the way that they look at you, the way that they talk about you, the way that they can see that they're daydreaming about you is because they know exactly who you are, how much appreciation and respect that they have for you because you're not afraid to stand up for yourself. You're not afraid to say it like it is. You're not afraid to go your own way. You know who you are, and they do too. And most importantly, you're not afraid to walk away. You've walked away from them before, and it pissed them off. It really, really pissed them off. But you know what? When they sat back and they thought about it, and they started having those downloads, they understood why you walked away. Because you knew you was not putting up with no bullshit. And they knew you was not putting up with no bullshit. That's why they respect you. 501s. It's like they feel like there may be some type of competition. They may be trapped, What's the message? Yeah, it's like these but they have good memories of the past. Like I said, they're looking at you and they're getting excited because they know that you're a stand-up person. They know you a truth teller. You see it and you say it like it is. And you don't you don't do no bullshit, nothing like that. Hey Kate, how are you? They know that you see things very clearly too. And you will use that sort of truth. And they know that you don't put up with bullshit at all. That you know your worth and you're very intuitive. Very intuitive. So they know that they just can't make an offer. They got to really make a step. They have to really put in some action whenever they're coming towards you. Kate said it's 12:12 UK time at 12 times, like 12 minutes ago. Oh, at 12 likes, 12 minutes ago. Thank you. Sometimes this person feels like a little overburdened because of who you are. It's almost like, one of those people, how I would imagine, like, if somebody was going to try and get with, um, you know, um, a big movie star or something like that, the amount of pressure that somebody may feel to measure up to somebody else just as glamorous. Hey sis, how are you? The pressure somebody may feel to measure up to somebody just as glamorous, but it's not like that. That person's not like that. They see that you're very independent and you just, you lay back, you just chill. You just know your worth, you intuitive, and you can tell when somebody's just trying to come at you, just trying to come at you. That's what they like about you. Like I said, this person, they have a lot of respect for you because ever since they've known you, you've always been like that. That's good, sis. You probably needed to sleep. What's the message? Yeah, they see exactly who you are. And they're thinking about maybe a time before whenever they didn't express themselves properly. And because they didn't express themselves properly, you know, uh, things didn't pop off. Like I said, they wasn't forthright, they wasn't forthcoming, they wasn't, communicative, anything like that. Yeah. And maybe they was messing with somebody else at the time and that was weighing them down too. Because they knew they couldn't lie to you. They knew they couldn't lie to you. So they had to get rid of some shit before they could get you. Sometimes you got to get rid of what you don't want before you can get rid of, before you can get what you want. You got to get rid of what you don't want before you can get what you want. What's the message, Spirit? And they was worrying about that because they said, damn, like, why did I even do that? It's like going from a boderic 10 to like a -2. Like, that shit don't even fucking make sense. Like, why would somebody do that? You know? Somebody don't even understand why they was being so stubborn and not, being forthcoming with, communicating with you, talking with you, doing this and doing, somebody understands now that, hey, they gotta talk about it. They gotta let everybody know what's up, especially if they're trying to be with you. They got to get rid of the old ball and chain. What's the message? And the longer that old ball and chain is there, the longer they're going to be sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time, watching the tide roll away. I had to listen to that song. I was like, I couldn't even think of it. Sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time. Yep, you can't make that shit up. Somebody got to make a decision, or else they're gonna be sitting at the dock of the bay watching, wasting time, watching life go away. It's time for somebody to get up and do something. Stop waiting. Stop trying to see. It's time for somebody to make some type of movement here. Because guess what? If shit ain't changed for you within the past 10 years, shit ain't gonna change. Yeah. See, it's like somebody has to understand that, maybe it's, like somebody's confused that maybe if they try harder, they're trying to defend their territory. They're trying to defend, what they got going on. They're trying to do this. They're trying to do that. And then finally somebody sends out some feelers. They send out some communication. Like maybe they put out some resumes in another city, another state, and they get a response from the somebody's boss, a boss. Maybe they get a good communication, or they have a good interview and get hey, you want this job with all this money? Something. Because I believe, like right now, where they're at right now, they're just lying to themselves, and they're just making pennies. They're not making, the money that they really want to make or that they really need to make. And maybe something else is going on that, but then I feel like somebody makes a decision that it's time for them to leave where they're at and go on a different path, because they're tired of feeling like they're being left out in the cold. So it's like they finally, after a long ass time, because the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving motherfucker. But after a long time, they finally relocate. They finally get somewhere. They finally leave. And whenever they leave and go somewhere, it's like it's a brand new beginning for them. And not only is it a brand new beginning, hey, it's got a lot of growth there. There's a lot of with the Six of Pentacles. I feel like, look, this is like the storekeeper, giving these people these pentacles. There's a lot of growth there. This is somebody following their inner guide, their intuition, them allowing love to lead the way, them allowing love to guide them. Somebody had to really accept the truth and look at things, go deep within and look at shit as it really was, not how they really wanted it to be. And whenever they did, that's whenever they started having clear thoughts. When you accept reality and not how you wanted to, because we can sit there and lie to ourselves all day and say, oh no, I'm fine, I'm doing good, I'm doing the best I can do. And what you are, as long as you stay right there. As long as you stay right there. But it wasn't until I decided that I wanted something more, something better, and I decided it was time for me to go out there and to get it. That's whenever I started getting it. What's the message, Spirit? Someone, instead of them sitting at the dock of the bay, it's time for them to go. Instead of them sitting at the dock of the bay, letting time roll away. Ooh, sitting at the dock of the bay, wasting time. Hey, Marion, how are you? Confirmation. Hold on a second, y'all. Hold on. Hey, Polly, I'm live right now. Can I give you a call right back?
You're live?
Yeah, let me call you right back.
You're live?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. Let me call you right back. All right, bye now. All right, sorry about that. What's the message, Spirit? See, somebody, it's like they're realizing, by them not making a move, by them not making a move. This is their decision to not make a move. And they're the ones that's going to be regretting it. Nobody else. Life goes on. Life goes on. Time waits on no one. What's the message? What's the message? Thank you. Mm-hmm. See, somebody feels like, hey, if I do this, I feel like they're going, what if I get stuck? What if it don't work out? What if this? What if that? What if this? What if that? Well, what if you don't start burning bread on yourself? How about that? Instead of sitting there thinking the worst that could possibly happen, why don't you sit there and think about the absolute best that could possibly happen? You go and it's a whole new world. However that song goes. And I'm not even going to try and sing that because I don't know those words either. See, they have to change that negative mindset. It's not, what if it don't? It need to be, what? This can work. What's the message? Anything else for this deck? Thank you. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's that mindset. If you think it's going to work, if you believe it's going to work, if you feel it's going to work, and you keep working towards it like it's going to work, guess what? It's going to work. But if you feel like it's going to fail and you don't do anything to make it work, guess what? It's going to fail. Somebody has to deal with their fears. You know, maybe so in the past they felt like maybe they had to hold back or something like that. hmm But somebody needs to deal with their fears. What's the message? Thank you. Yeah. Uh-huh. Their fears of being left out or not seen or like left out in the cold or whatever. They have to deal with their fears. They have to decide that the change that they're making is going to be a positive change, and the change that they're making is going to be for them. As opposed to somebody thinking, well, if I get all the way there, or if I do all the way that, or if I leave this place and go here, if I leave this job and that I absolutely positively hate, and I started this other, instead of you thinking the most negative, think the best. You know what? I wonder what it would take to be in the management or whatever. I wonder what it would take this and that and the other. Yeah, this is a major change. We got the star, the hermit, and the fool. Somebody has to look deep within. They got to look at, ask God to change them and be ready to make that move, because hey, it's like that. I'm on my way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm on my way up. Nothing can stop me. You know, it's like somebody's getting ready to get a wish fulfilled. This is the ask and you shall receive. This is someone asking God, and God said, absolutely yes. Here you go. And it happens so fast, somebody gets scared because then they think it's too much. They think it's happened so fast, as opposed to them thinking that, you know what? Yes, all of a sudden it can happen just like that. Everything that you ask for can be given to you on a silver platter, just like that. Someone thinks that it's too good to be true. Hey, Marcia. And when you sit there and think it's too good to be true, you make it too good to be true. The wheel of fortune is turning in someone's favor right now. They owe it to themselves to not fuck it up, to not sit at the dock of the bay, wasting time, watching the tide roll away. Emotional withdrawal. Check yourself. Check yourself. Because see, someone is thinking about things now, especially since you had to emotionally withdraw. Now they're thinking about things, especially you, and they're suffering in silence because they didn't follow their own intuition. Man, that's too damn bad, ain't it? Mm-hmm. See, someone felt like it was too good to be true, that this spiritual union is based. This was like this is a union that cannot be broken. They got scared with that base chakra. They got scared. That was that chicken in them. you know and they even though their third eye chakra was telling them This is the person. This is the person. This is them. This is them. They still deceived themselves. They got scared. They still deceived themselves, even though their third eye was letting them know. But now they feel that emotional loss. And it's that time apart. That's why they feel that emotional loss. Mm-hmm. Somebody felt that they started realizing and recognizing that they felt left out in the cold. Not you. You was going on with life regardless. Sitting at the dock of the bay. Yeah, that's the truth. They're moving on regardless. Prosperity begins. Now this person wants to come on board. But they still have to get rid of something that ball and chain. They still got to get rid of that ball and chain. They don't want to though. They don't want to. Look at that. Well, you can be as stubborn as you want to be. You can keep that third party all you want to. You want to be by yourself? Be by yourself. What's the message? What's the message? Somebody need to learn. They're going to learn today. Then you going to put that away or you going to leave me alone? One of the what? One of the other. They having that emotional withdrawal. They thinking about you, telling you they want you. They want you. They want a new beginning with you because they see who you are. You're the one that got that firm foundation because you're not afraid to be by yourself. You ain't out there just trying to, do everything with everybody. No. See, and now this person is understanding because they didn't listen to their third eye that they're experiencing this emotional loss because they deceived themselves. About you. You could lie to yourself. It ain't gonna do no good. Because they see with you, love begins. And they know it's been a long time coming. They've been waiting for this day for a long time. They've been waiting for this day for a long time. And they know it's because of the choices that they chose to make. The choice that they chose to make with their using just because of their ego. And that's why their ass is sitting there fucking suffering in silence. And now it's like they had to get their themselves together. It's like it was because they didn't feel confident. It was like they had to get their confidence together. Yeah. Almost like they had to pep talk themselves, Come on, you could do this, come on, you could do it. Come on, you could do it. Come on, champ. Come on, champ. Come on, you could do this, champ. Come on, champ. What's the message? Anything else? Somebody hopes. They hoping that love is about to begin with you. Because they know that they thinking you show is purty. She shows purty, y'all. I sure would like to give it hugs. Yes, sir. I could feel myself falling in love with her. Ooh, I hope she like me. I hope she like me. Even though I do have 15 kids, I hope she like kids. And I got a cat farm, and I hope she like cats. That's a big hope. That's a big ass hope. But somebody decided it's time for them to transform so that they could be happy. Because they knew it wasn't just a one-time thing. I mean, a one-person job, you know. Cletus found out that Cletus gonna have to change. Cletus Joe Jackson Johnson found out he gonna have to change. What's the message, Spirit? Mm-hmm. I think that, I don't know why I feel like it is taking him all the power he could to change, but it's like almost like he had to really look at himself in the mirror. Because it was like a lot, like it took a lot of power. When somebody is just standing 10 toes down, doubling down on doing something a certain way, and they finally had to look at themselves truthfully in the mirror and say, this shit's just not going to work. If something was just brought to their attention in no uncertain terms, something was brought to their attention and it got their attention and had them trapped in fear. Because they felt like at that point, they lost out. Like, oh, I did too much, I fucked up. Like now there's a total disconnect. This total disconnect. Some the crowns they receiving downloads, and Spirit is showing them their destiny. Spirit is letting them see, you know what, either you can change your ways or you don't have to, but this three is a crowd motherfucker. If you can't get some two balance in your life, balance is about two, left and right. You ain't got two rights in the left or two lefts in the right. You got one left and one right. If you want some fulfillment of your wishes, you better get some balance. Three is a crowd. It is time for you to understand what the fuck a red flag is when you see a motherfucking red flag. Been time for your ass to grow the fuck up. Been time. As old as your ass is. Wisdom. Old as your ass is. Been time for your ass to grow the fuck up. You need to start following your intuition. That's where the power is at. That's what's going to save you. That's when you're using your head. Not that other shit. That's the wrong head. That's the one that's going to get you in trouble. That's the one that's going to get you hurt, beat up. Me and my sister, we was talking about remember back in the day whenever you used to have those, like, this is like back in the 70s and the 80s, and they would have like those big, around the holidays, and they would have those big bowls of like mixed nuts, and you had the nutcrackers. What's the message, Spirit? Yeah. Somebody need to somebody needs to think about some things. Instead of them allowing themselves to be tempted, they need to stop allowing temptation to take over. They need to start using their intuition whenever it comes to material and spiritual prosperity if they ever want to reach that next pinnacle. Because right now they haven't been doing that. And what they're doing is suffering in silence. And it's affecting them in their sacral chakra. It's all affecting them. Because somebody, they know what they're doing right now. It ain't shit. It ain't shit that they doing. Except trying to act like they somebody else. That's it. I'm just going to get like 3 of these. That's it. Just give me 3, Spirit. Yeah. Yep. That's 3. Somebody, they talking shit about, like they giving you money when they're not, or, and that shit is all played out. Whatever they doing, it's all played out. Like either they played out about somebody, feeling like they can talk shit and get money from you. This shit is all played out. It's all played out, whatever. It's time for somebody to do something else. We're going to pull a couple of these. Yep. It's time for somebody to do something else. Yeah, it is. Their purpose is over in your life. Especially the company that you keeping. If they they're around, that it's over. It's over. It's over. It's time to do something else. It's time to say hasta la vista, because somebody has a very disputed, a very disputed voa, very distorted view. Ooh, they sure do. Could be somebody's mother. And every word was a lie, but they didn't know that you had some some invisible protection. Somebody got a reading done, and the reader was wrong. And that's why that wicked witch is just about dead. The reader was wrong. Somebody thought that this witch was going to live forever. Somebody was definitely wrong. And now they're afraid of you. Ain't that funny? Now they're afraid of you. That's why you already know it's okay to leave. Shit. Something's going to happen on Tuesday. Something about your divine lineage is going to be apparent. Clear and apparent that you sit on the throne and that you are anointed by God. What's the message, Spirit? Somebody tried to use your name. But the thing is, it's so crazy. They was trying to use it with the Creator, acting like with God, trying to act like they was you, like they was you, like they was an empath. But it didn't work. And it's like it is something that it put them in some spot where, okay, now they want to be you. Like God said, oh, okay, all right, I'm going to give you that hard-ass life that they had. And you can work through your ass through that. And somebody was trying to back out, and it's like, oh, where are you going? The game is just getting started. See, somebody thought that you had this old easy life. They just don't know. No. You worked, and they getting blind justice. They thought that they was going to get some one up on you. No. Just them having to go through the shit that you went through, half the shit that you went through, their ass is going to be like, oh my gosh. Something about a past love. Closed doors lead to new open doors. Maybe you closed the door on a past love and it led to a new open door, which is now your security. What's the message? Thank you. You had to let somebody know you're not going to try to keep dragging me down. Because somebody's already hit rock bottom, and that's why everybody gets checked out. Because you understand that, hey, somebody that already hit rock bottom, everybody gets checked out. You're not going to continue to try and drag me down, nothing like that. Yeah, somebody has nothing to offer emotionally. Nothing. And best believe there's about a miracle that's on its way. That way you can put something to rest. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave it right there. And I am getting ready to get me something to eat. I feel so blessed. My sis was on here. Thanks, Nick. Marcia, thank you so very much. And of course, Kate, I really appreciate you. And Marion, yes. And Red Violet Crystals. Hey, chica. Hola. Thank y'all. So, it's 5:46. You know, I'm a person that falls asleep super duper early, so I probably won't be recording anymore this evening. However, I most definitely will be recording tomorrow, or going live. I shouldn't be saying recording, going live tomorrow, 5:30. I am Mountain Time, 5:30 Mountain Time, and 6:30, whatever the other times are. Anyway, thank you so very much. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. And I do look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Oh, let's pray for each other. I love it when we do that. All right. Good night, y'all. Thank you so very much. And I love you all individually. Good night.